Tom Hiddleston just said something that completely changes how Avengers Doomsday looks. It sounds small, but once you connect it to Loki's role in the multiverse, it starts pointing straight to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And if this is intentional, Marvel is setting up something way bigger than we expected. Everyone already assumes Tobey is in Doomsday. The rumors have been everywhere. Industry whispers, panic on Twitter, fans basically treating it as a done deal. But Marvel hasn't said it out loud yet, until Tom Hiddleston kind of did. In a recent interview on the Happy Sad Confused podcast, Tom Hiddleston was asked directly about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And instead of dodging it, instead of giving a safe Marvel non-answer, he went full respect mode. He talked about how we're all here because of Tobey, and how those movies were the beginning of everything.
And recently, he just did an interview with Josh Horowitz on the Happy Sad Confused podcast where he gave some very interesting answers to a couple of questions. He was specifically asked about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, to which he paid his respects to Tobey, saying, "We're all here because of Tobey in a way. That film was the beginning of where we are. And me personally, that's not enough glaze. There's not enough honey in the multiverse to pour on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, really. But to me, this feels like Tom Hiddleston giving hints and just further confirming what we all already know. And that's that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is in Avengers Doomsday. I know what you're thinking because I'm like Charles Xavier and I can read minds.
That doesn't sound like nostalgia. That sounds like setup. Marvel actors don't casually name drop legacy characters unless there's a reason. Especially not during press for a movie where the multiverse is collapsing and Loki is literally holding reality together. And remember, Hiddleston isn't just back. He got his own chair on Chairs Day. That's Marvel's signal. That's them telling us Loki matters in this movie. A lot. So when Loki starts talking about Tobey like that, it stops feeling like a coincidence and starts feeling like confirmation without confirmation. Because if Loki is the one overseeing the multiverse, and universes are dying, then Tobey's Spider-Man is exactly the kind of hero who would notice first. This is where things get interesting. If Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man shows up in Avengers Doomsday, it's not random fan service. It actually makes perfect story sense, and it all comes back to Loki. By the end of Loki Season 2, Loki isn't just a character anymore. He's the spine of the multiverse. He's sitting at the center of everything, literally holding timelines together. That means one thing. He's the first person who would feel something going wrong. Incursions, universes collapsing, realities smashing into each other. And if Marvel is taking inspiration from Avengers Forever like the rumors suggest, then Loki fills the role of Avenger Prime. The character who sees the multiverse dying and starts pulling heroes from different worlds to fight back. Now, think about Tobey's Spider-Man in that context. He's older, he's been through loss, he's already lived his ending. He's not chasing glory or legacy. He's the kind of hero who would quietly step forward when everything's falling apart and say, "Let me help." That's why Tom Hiddleston talking about Tobey like he's foundational matters. Loki isn't praising a movie from the past. He's acknowledging a pillar of the multiverse. And there's another layer here. Tobey's Spider-Man already has a visual parallel to Loki. Loki holds the timelines apart with his bare hands. Tobey holds a collapsing train together with his bare hands. Same framing, same energy, same sacrifice mindset. Marvel loves this kind of rhyme. So when Loki starts recruiting heroes to protect the multiverse, Tobey isn't just a cameo. He's one of the first calls. And once that door opens, it doesn't stop with just one Spider-Man. Once Loki realizes the multiverse is collapsing, the next logical stop is the TVA. Not the old TVA that pruned timelines like paperwork. The new TVA. The one that understands incursions, overlapping realities, and what happens when universes start crashing into each other. And this is where Tobey's Spider-Man becomes dangerous in the best way. Tobey's Peter isn't a wide-eyed multiverse tourist like in No Way Home. He's lived long enough to understand consequences. He's already failed people. He's already made peace with loss. That makes him exactly the kind of hero the TVA would trust when things get ugly. Picture this. Loki senses an incursion spreading. The TVA confirms it's not isolated. Doom is moving. Universes are collapsing faster than they can stabilize them. Loki needs heroes who won't panic when they see their world ending. That's not a job for rookies. That's when Tobey gets pulled in. And here's the key detail people overlook. Tobey's Spider-Man has no active universe drama left. His story is closed. That makes him expendable in the eyes of the multiverse. Which is exactly why he'd be willing to step into other dying realities and help people escape. That's also how you naturally bring in others. Andrew's Spider-Man, still searching for redemption. Deadpool, already tied to the TVA and fully aware of what's happening. Wolverine, dragged in because his universe is next. This isn't a random team-up. It's a multiversal emergency response unit, and that sets the stage for what Doom really wants. Because if Loki is the one holding everything together, Doom doesn't want to destroy the multiverse. He wants to replace the system. Dr. Doom isn't charging into the multiverse, swinging for chaos like Thanos. He's not trying to wipe half of existence. He's doing something far scarier. He's trying to replace the spine. Right now, Loki is holding reality together through sacrifice and suffering. Doom looks at that and doesn't see a god. He sees bad design. From Doom's perspective, one emotionally compromised being holding infinite realities together is a failure waiting to happen. Doom wouldn't smash it. He'd improve it. That's why the TVA matters so much in Doomsday. Doom doesn't attack Earth first. He doesn't announce himself to the Avengers. He goes straight for the infrastructure, the end of time, the throne, which explains the massacre rumors. This is where Doom wipes out TVA agents, multiversal defenders, and heroes before the Avengers even understand what's happening. Not personal, just efficient. And this is where Tobey's Spider-Man becomes tragic. Because if anyone understands what Doom is doing too late, it's him. Tobey's Peter would see the pattern. He'd realize Doom isn't trying to win a fight. He's trying to take control. And that makes him one of the first heroes to stand between Doom and the throne. Not because he thinks he can win, but because someone has to slow Doom down long enough for the others to catch up. This is no longer about saving one universe. It's about stopping Doom from becoming the god of all of them. If Avengers Doomsday is going to work, it needs an emotional anchor, not a new character, not a variant we just met. Someone the audience already trusts? That's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. He isn't loud, he isn't flashy, he doesn't crack jokes every 10 seconds. He carries weight, regret, experience. And that's why his role won't just be another cameo. He's there to ground the chaos, to look at Doom's plan and say, I've seen this before, and it never ends well. And that's what makes his potential fate hit harder. Because if Doom needs to prove he's different from Thanos, he doesn't kill a random hero. He takes out someone the audience feels safe with, someone who represents hope surviving across generations. Which means Tobey stepping up isn't just heroic, it's dangerous. Because in a movie about gods, timelines, and multiversal collapse, the quiet man with nothing but responsibility is the one Doom has to break to prove he's already won. Think about it. Doom's entire plan hinges on a brutal truth. The multiverse is broken beyond repair. Incursions keep happening. Universes keep colliding. Kang failed by trying to control time. Doom takes a different approach. He simplifies reality by force. And that's where the Avengers fracture. Some heroes will believe Doom is wrong, but necessary. Others will see him as the ultimate tyrant. A few will quietly realize that if Doom hadn't stepped in, everything would have ended anyway. That tension becomes the real final battle of Doomsday. Not fists, not beams, not multiversal armies. Ideology. This is why characters like Loki, Spider-Man, and Reed Richards are so important. They sit right in the middle of that argument. Loki understands sacrifice. Reed understands inevitability. Spider-Man understands what it means to lose everything and still refuse to become a monster. Doom exploits that divide perfectly. He doesn't just fight the Avengers. He lets them fight each other, hesitating at key moments, pulling punches, arguing while universes collapse around them. By the time they realize they needed unity, it's too late. Battleworld already exists, and that's what makes Doomsday terrifying. The heroes don't fall because Doom outsmarts them in combat. They fall because they can't agree on whether saving everything is even possible anymore. That's not a superhero movie ending. That's a warning.